Hello everyone, welcome to Calling Glass, welcome to the pod, welcome to the club. My name is Alvaro and I'm here in Riga with the Germany Stadium behind me to talk about the games that were played here yesterday, the quarterfinals between Germany and Slovenia and Finland and Georgia, and also to do a preview of the semifinals between Finland and Germany. That's it. So hello everyone, welcome back. Podcast. Like I just said, behind me is the Germany Stadium where the semifinals of the Eurobasket will be played tomorrow. I won't watch them here, unfortunately, but I want to talk about them. I want to do a preview of them. I already did a preview in the previous podcast about Greece and Turkey, in case you want to listen to it. But today I want to talk about Finland, and about Germany, and about the quarterfinals that they just played yesterday. And I want to start talking about Finland-Georgia. The game that I predict actually that Georgia could steal, but it didn't happen. I have to say that Finland is playing great basketball. I think the strategy from the coach was amazing to start again. I think they are in a moment of sweetness. Let's say everything is falling into pieces. Everyone knows their role. Everyone has confidence in each other. I think talent-wise, they are not the most talented team, but they are really feeling confident in each other and feeling like they know what they need to do. And really everything is connecting very, very well. And when a team is feeling like that, it's very difficult to beat them. And they started already the game first quarter with a plus 13. From Georgia's side, I saw a lot of frustration in their players within the game, between them, with the coach. They were not really happy. They were not knowing what to do. It felt like a let's say a business league team in which there is three players that can play basketball: Tornike, Shengelia, Ruavitace, and Mamutashvili, and the rest are just dudes that are there. And it felt like there was not such a union in between the players. And you could feel it, and you could feel the frustration, and really not a great image by the Georgians. But let's go to the game. Yeah, first quarter, plus 13 for Finland, with Markkanen scoring easily. I think his coach knows him well, and he's putting him in positions that he feels comfortable to score. So he likes to receive after spins near the basket to do a fadeaway, or to receive after spins in the three-point line to shoot from three. He doesn't feel that comfortable dribbling the ball one-on-one from three-point line. That's why they don't do it that much. And I think that's a great tactic by the coach to do that and to put Markkanen in the positions that he likes to be in. So yeah, at halftime, Finland was playing great, plus 17. Also, I have to say that Georgia was doing a horrific job in defense, in transition defense especially. They were allowing many shots in transition, open shots. And the biggest problem with that is that they had faults to give. They didn't reach in any of the quarters the 5 faults. That means that you have still, they could have stopped the attack or the transition offense from Finland with just a couple of fouls, and they didn't do it. So I think there was a lot of, disconnections, and they were not playing good, Georgia, to be honest. Second half started, and that's when Georgia started to pick up a bit the rhythm. They actually slowed down the pace, because Finland likes to play quickly. They don't have that many one-on-one players to play in 5-on-5 offense. They like to run a bit more and get open shots. On the other hand, for Georgia, it's better to do the opposite. They have great one-on-one players. Shengelia was unstoppable by the Finnish players. He was scoring and creating a lot of offense for them. Mamukashvili was playing great. He was playing great defense in Markkanen. He stole the ball twice from him. He scored in transition easily. And that's when Georgia in the third quarter started to cut the lead down to only 9. So they did a plus 8 in the third quarter. And even though they did a plus 8, their faces were still down. I don't know what's going on. Frustration was clearly visible in the players. Mamukashvili played the whole game sad or angry. It was incredible. I didn't understand why, but yeah, that was not a great look for them. Then the fourth quarter rolled. Georgia kept cutting kept coming closer. And here's the key play of the game. Georgia scores. They are only down by 6 with 7 minutes left, and Finland is attacking. Finland is running out of seconds in the possession, and they score Mirolito, a buzzer beater from almost half court, 3-pointer. So they scored that, they get themselves +9 again. In the next offense, Georgia or Goga Bitadze commits an offensive, from the offensive rebound, he commits an anti-sportsman-like foul, and he gets ejected from the game because it was his second, or he was technical plus anti-sportsman's foul. So he gets ejected. 2 free throws for Finland that they convert, +11. And in the offense, Finland makes a 3-pointer, +14. Game over. From a +6 to a +14 without Goga Bitadze being able to play anymore. After that, there is not really much else to do. Shengelia tries to play hard, too hard. He commits an anti-sportsman foul. You could see that there is a lot of frustration. He gets also ejected from the game, and game is over. I have to say that from Finland's side, Sasu Salin, the veteran 3-point specialist, was great. He scored like 4 3-pointers in the game. As well, Maxuni, another guard, he was also pretty good, crucial, and feeling it from the 3-point line. And then Valtonen, of course, appearing at the end, as he did in Serbia. He scored as well some clutch shots. And yeah, and they really, Finland is feeling scary right now. Markkanen, he didn't have the greatest game. He was very good dependent. Like I said, it could happen by Mokelashvili, but it didn't matter because the whole Finnish team was just better overall in all the aspects of the game than the Georgians, really. And that's the game. I go with the other game from the yesterday night, Germany against Slovenia. And first of all, I want to say that I have the Wagner parents close to me, very German. They were drinking lots of beers. Not to say that they were drunk or anything. No, they felt fine. But you know, they like the beer. It feel like they like the beer. They were also yelling the whole game, supporting. Pretty tall as well. You know, they need to be tall to have tall children. So yeah, they were pretty tall. But yeah, let's go to the game. I think Slovenia had a great 3 quarters. I think the strategy of Slovenia was working. But in the 4th quarter, I will do like a short highlight. I think the defense of Germany changed and adjusts, and they forced Luka to pass the ball and not play one-on-one. And that's when Slovenians secondary players were not able to score. And that's where, that's where the game happened. And when Germany took the lead, and that was it. So let's go quarter by quarter. I want to say that they started the game, the referees, calling a technical foul on Luka Doncic right away on the start, because he started already complaining on the first minute. And I understand the referees, you don't want a guy yelling at you the whole game, so they wanted to set the tone, set the bar high, that you're not going to be able to yell to us the whole game. Was it deserved, the technical? Maybe too early, but I understand the point of view from the referees. And after that, it's funny because Luka instead of yelling to the referees, he started to complain and yell to his coach, but obviously with the intention that the referees will hear him. So it was like I'm looking that way, and the referees here, but I'm yelling and complaining. But let's go with the game. Luka started on fire, as usual. He was scoring 3-pointers in the first quarter, feeling great. His teammates were also on fire, scoring a lot. Prepelic had a great game, by the way, overall, many threes. But not only Prepelic, everyone else was scoring. I have to say that Germany transition defense was an issue. They allowed many 1 versus 0 from Slovenians. I think they were too focused on Luka. When the Slovenians got the defensive rebound, they were like trying to stop Luka, and they didn't protect the paint, the rim, and they got some 1 versus 0 baskets, and that was a problem for them. Overall, I feel like Luka felt very comfortable with his pairs attacking them. I thought Isaac Bonga might cause him more problems, but no, he was pretty comfortable against him. He was scoring. The same against Franz Wagner. The same when they switched against Thijs. So yeah, Slovenia was rolling, let's say. The problem with Germany was actually not the offense. Germany was scoring as well, but it was their defense. They were allowing 25 points per quarter, and that's way too much. That's way too much for a FIBA game, but that's when things changed in the 4th quarter. So in the 3rd quarter, Slovenia arrived with 75 points score. The 4th quarter is when everything changed. Germany started to negate the pick and roll to Luka, the pick. So they forced him and they trapped him, and he was forced to get rid of the ball. And that's when the Slovenian shooters or other players started to miss and not be that much comfortable in the last quarter. In the first 5 minutes of the last quarter, Slovenia scored only 6 points. And that's when Germany took the lead and they never gave up the lead again. It's true that also Germany had some big shots. I think Obst had a one-legged three-pointer, which was key, and they started scoring in general more. But the key was their defense. They switched this kind of pick and roll defense, and that was all. It's true that Luka then played and shot some three-pointers, step-back threes. He scored one, and then he yelled to me, well, not to me, but where I was sitting, which was pretty cool. But then he missed 2 other ones. It was very difficult shots. And then again, when he played pick and roll, and he had to pass the ball, Slovenians could not convert. And that was really the whole game. Slovenia ran out of firepower, and Germany didn't, because they are actually more talented in offense. And that's what happened. And I want to make one more comment about Germany, is that Franz Wagner, I don't know what's going on with his shot, but he's shooting horrible. He has like some kind of hitch in his wrist. He's doing something weird. Now that I saw him in person yesterday here, he's doing something really weird with his wrist. And then his release is not smooth. It's like he's not using his fingers, or he's using his fingers like too much, but the ball is not going up smoothly from his fingertips. It's like he has no control over the ball. And I don't understand it, because I thought he was a shooter in Michigan, but he's having really big issues, not only shooting threes. That happens also when he shoots floaters or near the rim shots. So he should really definitely hire a shooting coach. Friends, I'm available if you need me, but you can also contact some NBA coaches if you prefer. But yeah, that's something that I saw that I'm very surprised about how bad France is shooting. So okay, now I move on to the prediction to the semifinals between Germany and Finland. And here, I have to say that they face each other already in the group phase. Germany won by 30 points. I also have to say that Germany is the better team. They are stronger, faster, more talented. They have great defenders for Markkanen, such as Bonga, Wagner, Thijs. If this was a playoff to 5 games, or to 3 games, to 7 games, I will give the edge, obviously, to Germany. If Germany is the logical answer. But at the same time, what I saw yesterday from Finland, it's pretty outstanding. And I really feel like they are clicking in every aspect of the game. I feel like they are very together. And I know that logically and objectively, I don't have any argument to give for Finland to win the game, the semifinals. But subjectively, that's the feeling that I have. And I'm going to give the edge. And I'm going to say that Finland will win. They will move on to the final. I'm going to give percentage of probability. And I'm going to say 55% to Finland, 45% to Germany. And last point that I want to make is that apart from the game, crowd, the Finnish crowd was much bigger than the German crowd, much bigger. And they were also much more noisy. They even had a drum, big drum. And I think that's also a factor that plays into consideration, really. It's not the same to play at home or with the most fans in the stadium than to play against them. And also even the referees, when they have a crowd cheering against or in favor of them, the referees are usually giving more fouls to the bigger crowd. So yeah. Anyways, even if there was no crowd, I still would give the edge to Finland at this moment. That's a bit it for today. I hope you are enjoying the Eurobasket. I hope you like this podcast. I hope you follow. I hope you comment. You criticize if you want. Anything is welcome. Well, anything with education. And that's all for today. See you. Bye-bye.